welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be me doing just like a simple makeup look. I know I come on here a lot with like a lot of glam and all of that, but sometimes I just like to keep it simple. Simple for me is no like eyeshadow. Sometimes I may do like a little lash or whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I'll wait to see how I feel at the end. But most times, like when I'm just on a daily basis, if I want to put on the makeup, it's very like simple. Granted, when you guys see me do this, you may think it's simple, you may not think it's simple. It's very like subjective to whoever is looking at it. But this is just what I like to do. And I always get a lot of people ask me about like what makeup I use and everything. So today I'm going to be showing you guys step by step what I would do if I'm like going to work or if I want to like go to the store or out or something, but I don't want to do too much, especially putting a mask on and off all day. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys that. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. All right, you guys. So I already have like my makeup right here, my whole kit right here. And I already washed my face and moisturized. And if you want to know what I use on my skin, I have a video for that already. I'm going to tag it above. You guys can click on that video to see the things I use for my skin. I have not really changed anything that I use for my skin, especially because my skin has been doing really great lately. I think on one of my other videos, my skin was really breaking out really bad. But now, you know, everything is cleared up. So I'm super happy about that. But first, I'm going to prime. Now, typically, I'm using one of two primers, which is the Milk Hydra Grip Primer, which is a fan favorite for everybody, or the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Now, today, I think I'm going to use the Hydra Grip just because I just want to use it. I think I actually grabbed for the Smashbox more, but since it's like colder out now and the air is a lot more dry, I've been reaching for this a lot when I do wear makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on. And we all know, and if you don't know, the consistency of this primer is very like tacky, so it definitely helps the foundation stick really well. And today's foundation, you guys are gonna be surprised, I'm not gonna use Huda today. I'm not. When we went to the mall the day after Christmas to get some things, I was like, I think I want to go back to using MAC again. So I picked up MAC. I already know my shade. I'm NC50. And when I used it the other day, I was just like, I forgot why I stopped using this, because MAC foundation will always and forever be that girl. I don't care what anybody says. It's just the formula for me. It's just everything about MAC for me. I try to always go into using different brands, and I'll stop using MAC, and then every time I go back to MAC, I'm like, why did I ever stop using this? Like, that's how I feel. Because MAC has always had like just the shades and the coverage and all of that. So yeah, I'm using MAC today. So as you see, I just put it all over my face, and I'm going to use a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to blend that out. Now, if you want fuller coverage, I would not recommend using a beauty blender. I would recommend using a foundation brush. All right, and like I said, for this foundation, if you want fuller coverage, you want to go in with the foundation brush. I'm not going to use this because I have to wash a lot of my brushes, but I would typically use a foundation brush like this to just blend in my foundation. But yes, that's all the foundation I add. The next thing I do is my brows. So I've been letting my brows grow back, and I finally gave in and I got them threaded, but that was like, how long ago was that? I got them threaded about a month ago, and they've been holding on pretty well. I just got tired of like I don't think I ever had a thin looking eyebrow, but I'm just like, I know my eyebrows can get much, much thicker if I just leave them alone. So that's what I've been doing. And I like to get them threaded now because I just feel like the woman who does my threading, she just knows like not to take off too much. And I feel like with the wax, I don't know what it does, you guys. I'm just thankful that I'm not one of those people that got their eyebrows waxed so much to the point where they won't grow back. I'm super grateful for that. But yeah, I've been getting them threaded. Oh, and my pencil that I'm using, this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in Espresso. I have to kind of stop talking when I do my eyebrows, you guys, because like I can talk for a little bit, but then I kind of have to stop. I had to learn dealing with my eyebrows. So if you can see in the front right here, they kind of go like in a little, if that makes sense. So I always have to be careful with that because like it can look very strong like when you're joining your eyebrows, especially like when I do get to the front right here. That's why I will always take my brush and thin it out in the front because I just do not like extremely strong brows anymore like I used to when I first started doing my makeup because it was like the look. But as I get older, I'm just like, yeah, no, I want it to look a lot more natural, so to speak. And if you see my eyebrows, like I just don't do too much to them. Like I do a lot more at the ends, like the tail. But yeah, that's all I really do. So next I'm gonna go in with my Nars Concealer. I use two different shades. Let me grab them. Alright, so on the bottom, I'm using Nars Concealer in Amande. And right here, I always bring the color that is closest to my skin tone in the front. And then to highlight the brow, I go in with the lighter shade, which I use Caramel and the Nars Concealer as well, to bring it up there on that brow bone. Now I'm going to take a flat brush. This is the same brush I use to apply my foundation, and just bring those concealers down. And then take my beauty blender and blend them out. And then anything else that I see on the bottom, of my brows. I mean, like on the tail right here, this one could be a little sharper. And yeah, that looks fine to me. And now I do go back to using concealer on the top, but I don't use a lighter concealer. I use the concealer that is closest to my shade, and just take it in the front of the brows and blend that out. We'll perfect the line a little bit first, just in the front. And then blend that out as well. And then any excess, I just go in the middle to kind of take away any of the harsh lines that I may have from doing my brows with the pencil. And yeah, so that's all I do for my brows. Next, I go in with some concealer again, right here in the corners of my eyes. So I have darkness right here, all around my eyes actually, due to eczema. And since this is a natural makeup look, I'm not color correcting because that would just be too much. So for this, I'm just going to use concealer. So I start off with my shade, and it's the same concept that I did on my the bottom of my brow. So I start out with my shade, then I go in with the lighter shade, just a little on the outer part. Right, and then I let it sit a little bit. I also take some concealer right around here, just because like I have darkness where I smile. So I have lines right here when I smile, and for some reason they're dark. Yes, they're, you know, hyperpigmentation or whatever, but yeah, I don't know why it's like that. So I just let it sit a little bit, and with the concealer, I do use a brush. So I'll go in with this is the Morphe M536 brush, and I just pat in the concealer. And you don't want to pat it in too much because you don't want the concealer to disappear. But you pat it enough where it's blended nicely. And then when you're applying concealer, you guys, if you're using a brush, you don't want to like rub it in like you're doing foundation. Like that's where people mess up. You don't want to do that. You just want to pat it in so that you're not losing that coverage that you're looking for. Before I do anything else, I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in the color Dark, and I just take just a fluffy brush and just go over my whole face before I go in with any translucent powder. I forgot who I saw do this, but when I started doing it, I noticed the difference when I started using my translucent powder under my eyes. I feel like it looks better, it sits better. And the translucent powder that I use is the Beauty Bakery powder. And I'm also going in with a brush. I used to use a sponge, a beauty blender. I don't do that anymore. I don't bake like I used to. I literally just tap it in, and that works just as good for me. And that's all I do with the powder. And next I go in and do a little bronzing, and I use the same bronzer. I really want to try a different bronzer, y'all, but it's just like when I find something, I like to really stick to it. But this is the Morphe Phenom Glamour Bronze. And I go in with my little bronzing brush and just tap. Make sure you tap that bronzer into your hairline. Alright, then I take a little bronzer and put it on my eyelids just to do a little extra setting. Just make sure you blend that because you don't want any harsh lines from the bronzer on your eyes. I think I'm gonna contour my nose today. Do I feel like it? I really don't feel like it. So I'm not gonna do any extensive contouring. I'm just gonna take my brush I just used to contour or bronze and just do that with the bronzer. So yeah, just pat that in and bring it down. Typically, I would do the bronzer and concealer. Well, concealer first and then bronzer, but I just don't necessarily do that on a daily basis. Like, that's on a day where I'm like going out or something where I want my nose to be extra out there. If I just want it like super contour, but most times this is pretty easy to do. Okay, and then in the center, I do actually need a little concealer in the center because it's looking a tad bit harsh. So just take a little concealer and I'm gonna take my, I can close the freaking concealer. Okay. Take my ring finger and take it up. Then take my sponge and press it in. All right. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do lashes today, honestly, because I'm liking the way my skin looks. So next step I'm gonna do is blush. I'm using the, what color is this? Like this, I guess this blush. It's a blush that's named Blush. But this is by Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm gonna take my blush brush and just pat a little blush into the cheekbones and the cheeks. And I also started doing this trend where everybody puts it, you know, over their nose. I don't know why I joined the bandwagon, but I like it, especially with this one because it has a little gold undertone to it. So I think it just looks good. And next I'm going to go in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. And this is the only mascara I have been using for quite some time. I really like it. And you guys, I don't really have lashes at all. I've kind of just gotten used to it at this point. There was a point in time where I felt like I needed to always put on lashes, but I'm just like, look, I'm not doing that all the time. So this got me a nice mascara and just started figuring out how to do it to work for me. And now I don't always wear lashes. I just do my mascara. And you guys, I finally mastered the art of not making my mascara clumpy. Let me know if you've ever had that issue before. Like, I didn't know at one point, and it probably was when I first started makeup, how to put on mascara and how to layer it without making it clumpy. And now that I am where I am as far as makeup ability wise, I can't even tell you what I was doing wrong because I don't remember. I just know once I figured out how not to do it, I never did it again. But I think you just have to make sure you keep combing and you're not adding too much product, because I think that's what really makes your lashes clumpy. when you're adding too much product to the mascara wand. All right, and I'm also going to add a little bit to my bottom lashes. In the inner corner, I like to do a little brightening there. So I'm going to use my Huda Beauty nude palette, and I'm going to take the shade Bare, which is like this whitish color up here, and then take a little brush, little detailing brush. I have one smaller than this, but I don't know where it is. Oh, is that it? Yes, there it is. Okay, just taking a little detailing brush, taking some of that and putting it right there in the corner of the eye. And I'm going to spray my face using, of course, the Urban Decay All Nighter. And then I'm going for once again, that neutral lip. So I'm going to use my cork liner. I can find it in here. Here it is. Go in my cork liner. How dare I try to use this and it's not sharpened? Ugh. Where's my sharpener? Okay. And next I'm going to go in with my fave from MAC, Velvet Teddy. And I love this nude, you guys. I feel like it looks good on everybody. I do. I really love it. And it's definitely, especially paired good with the cork lip liner or the chestnut lip liner. And I want to throw on some gloss over this. What gloss am I going to do though? So I'm going to use this NYX Butter Gloss. And I'm not going to use too much. And that is all I do, you guys. And I finished literally just in time because my camera is about to die. But that's all I do on my days where I just want to be simple, but I still want to have like, I just still want to look a little cute or whatever. Granted, I look cute with or without makeup, but just when I want to put myself together a little bit. Trust me, it does not take a long time to do this. Mine is just taking longer because I'm recording it, but I literally get done this in about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you like this video, then don't forget to like it down below, comment, and let me know, do you use any of these products? What makeup looks you would like to see? And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Haven't done a sit down, you know, showing you guys step by step how I do my makeup in a while. So I thought you guys would enjoy this. And I'm actually gonna, you know, keep my headband on and everything because I already laid my edges down and stuff. I don't feel like taking it off. So this is my look today. And it's actually my son's birthday, so I'm gonna go get him soon and we're gonna go, you know, do a few things, me, my husband, and him. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.